Hello friends, Melanie Rainer here. I serve as the Kids and Care Coordinator at our Cool Springs congregation of Christ Presbyterian Church. And I just wanted to share a few thoughts with you guys about something that God has been teaching me through this really beautiful thing that has been happening in our backyard. So we have a swing set. And a couple weeks ago, my 5-year-old came running in the house and said, "Mom, there's a bird's nest." And I went out to look, and sure enough, there was a robin's nest. And it has become our daily rhythm every day to get up and check the bird's nest. So at first there were 2 eggs, and they were beautiful, and they were robin's egg blue, just the most beautiful color. And just perched right at the corner of the monkey bars in the clubhouse. So the girls run up the steps to the top of the clubhouse and they peek over and they can see this nest, but they can't touch it, which is really good. Because we've had a lot of nature lessons about what you can and can't do with a bird's nest. So then there were 3 eggs the next day, and then the next day there were 4 eggs. And for about a week, we watched and we waited, and we would see Mama Robin hop around our backyard and then go and sit on her bird's nest. And finally, on Monday of this week, the first egg hatched. And it was the most exciting thing that has happened for my girls in all of quarantine. And so every day since then, another egg has hatched. And today there are 4 little baby birds. And all day long, we watch Mama Bird hop around our yard, and we see her pick up worms and then take them, and she sits on her little eggs, or her little baby birds. I guess that's what you call them, baby birds. They probably have an official name. I just don't know it. And it's just really sweet. And so it's been this really fun experience with us and our girls. But it also reminds me of how over and over again in Scripture, God talks about, he uses imagery of birds to talk about his love for us. We heard a couple weeks ago in the sermon about how God cares for the birds in the field, and he feeds them. But I wanted to call to mind a Psalm 91, where the psalmist uses this beautiful imagery to talk about how God cares for us. It says, "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. For he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and a buckler. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in darkness, nor the destruction that wastes at noonday." And it goes on to say, because he holds fast to me in love, I will deliver him. I will protect him because he knows my name. When he calls me, I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will rescue him and honor him. With long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. And I love the imagery that the psalmist uses when he talks about pinions, which I looked up, and those are the outer flaps of a bird's wings that they use to shelter their nest. And then under his wings, you will find refuge. And friends, watching this mama bird take care of the 4 little baby robins that are nestled in our swing set has reminded me so much of God's protection and the refuge that we find under his wings in this time of so much uncertainty and fear, that we shouldn't fear the terror of the night or the arrow of the day, because God is protecting us and loving us just like a mama robin on her nest with eggs. And now baby birds. So I hope that's encouraging to you. It has been a great joy for us, but to watch the beautiful creation that God made for us to enjoy, but also to see the lessons that he has embedded in every part of life for us to take hold of how much he loves us. I miss you. I'm praying for you. I pray that you feel the refuge under God's wings today and through the weekend, and that you share this fun lesson with your kids. Bye.